Alright, thanks for listening to the video here. I'm just going to go through a few finger exercises. You might try some of them, some variations, and maybe some things you've probably done before, or maybe you're a beginner or intermediate. But the idea here is to really get you some flexibility on the guitar here. In terms of the frets, it's kind of nice from my perspective. You have the open strings, right? E, A, D, G, B, E. In the standard tuning, right? And on the 12th fret, it's going to be the same notes, but just an octave higher. E, A, D, G, B, E, right? And I like to think of it sometimes like, you got to the 12th fret, that's 12th fret, so we can think of it like 3 sets of 4, like right here, or right here, starting from the 5th fret, right? Or right up here, starting from the 9th fret to the 12th fret, right? So those are 3 sets of 4 frets. You can also think of it as 4 sets of 3 frets. But since most scales are oftentimes playing at a 4 and you have 4 fingers, it's kind of a lot of times thinking about it the 3 sets of 4 frets, right? But starting from this second position of frets, of 4 frets, which is on the 5th fret here, we could play like just simple, fretboard exercises with your, fretting and plucking down and up strictly with the pick, right? This is to really get your picking as well. And using a metronome if you have one, by all means, especially if you're new, but, trying to get the timing and doing these exercises very slow. So I encourage you to like and subscribe, and certainly come back and check out more of these videos if you like and you see some value in them. But like I said, the idea here is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I pick that and do that really slow in the beginning and get real good and smooth at it, maybe it takes practice to get, try to get every note clear, and then go back up. But we're going backwards this time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then coming back up, we're doing 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So pretty basic right there. But what if we skip a fret between each one? Like we go from the 5th fret on the first string, 4, and then skip over a fret. 2, 3, 4, and then back a fret. And then 4 to fret, and then back a fret. Not a big deal, but take a little practice to get it really smooth, right? So, and then going back up. So, I'm not saying to try it like fast, or even, you might, like I said, really try it slow so you get the cadence going down and up and down on the fretboard. Like if you want to roll back up, for example, just using your last note as the first note when you're coming back up. So it's just kind of like I said, with any of those patterns, you're gonna you see that. So I'm back on those last 2 strings, and then coming back up. So I gotta maybe get that timing right, practice that, and do it slow at first. So, right, might not be that hard for you at first. It's a fairly simple run, but if you're a beginner, you might find it a little challenging. So don't be afraid to try it a good number of times before you see an improvement. But I guarantee if you do this like 3 days in a row, you're gonna see some improvement, right? For at least a few minutes a day, right? So, like you say, we're doing, like I said, 1 fret between each of those patterns of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, right? Now try it with 2 frets. You might have to slow down a little bit because you're switching further space between string when you're going, each string to the next. So, what is starting from the 5th fret is where I started, right? Get clear, real slow if you have to. Like I said, very slow if you like. So that way you get the movements smooth, right? And you're able to, and then when you get down to the bottom, you're coming back up the way you intend to. Maybe try it with 3 frets, that's another, and you'll notice each one it'll have a slightly different, you might find some of them more challenging than others, so. Right? make plenty of mistakes. I'm just giving you some samples of some things to try, right? So that's, you know, 2, 1, 2, and 3 frets, or maybe more. Maybe you want to try it with more, but you're probably gonna find it's, you know, want to start out real slow. Maybe between this fret here, this 5th fret, and this 9th fret. Maybe I want to go, you know, you might want to do it too fast at first, like, so you can get right onto the. Like I said, do them real slow at first if you need to. So that way you can do the same timing on every note, going through every part of the pattern, right? So that's, you know, like I said, just a variation. Now there's also these 1, 2s, like I don't know, you know, maybe a particular name for them, but you can do them with each finger, like do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's a motion to get really good at in itself. And you can do it with the first finger, this first and second finger, and then the first and third finger, and the first and fourth finger. So. Right, but also do them backwards. You know, some of them you're going to find kind of challenging because it's going to feel awkward. So don't, like I said, feel like you got to try them and get them all perfect the first few times. Really take a bit of practice. Do them a bunch of times each, right? Like you gotta really practice each one, a good amount of repetition. So I'll do them slow. This is just forward going down and backwards going up like normal, but then doing them the other way, backwards, right? So just, right? You want to do that kind of a bit, so do it a good, so you can get it 5 times through pretty clearly, right, or something like that. And like I said, practice doing it slow, so going back down and up, and you know, maybe going up and then down, right? So, you know, whatever pattern I'm playing, maybe I'm going to try some variation of this 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1, 2, 4, 3, or whatever other variation. 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. And then back to 3. Not making more mistakes, but hey, you know, let me know if you try some of these, or if you find them easier or intermediate, or maybe you're finding them pretty challenging and you do them a good few times. So they seem simple at first. They might look simple, right? But some of them might be harder than you think. Like just doing this 1, 2 might seem like no big deal, right? But to get it kind of faster, right, and then backwards, right? Play like a bar here, and you have to practice it a number of times. You're gonna see improvements, so don't give up. But like I say, starting out right here, just like doing a bar, right, and that might be hard on like an acoustic steel string. That's gonna be harder than on an electric probably. So maybe your guitar is easier to do it, but even if it's harder, try it, you know, just like you said. Now maybe warm up your fingers too in general. It's good to always warm your fingers, maybe, you know, pop your knuckles a little bit, whatever you need to do to stretch a little bit. Don't go overkill on this, you know, exercises. Some of them can get you a little worn out if you're doing a lot of them, depends on how much you're doing, but do a good amount of repetition. But so like I said, you know, those are just a couple of exercises right there. But like I said, just doing this 1, 2 and doing it backwards. Try it with a bar. You do like then backwards going up, and then maybe try it the other way too, like backwards going down and forward up. So it goes 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then going up 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's going to take some practice right there, I guarantee it. So try it with the next finger, going backwards, or both ways. Try them both ways. Try to variation. Do it like 10 times each of each one. Maybe do like 2 to 4 of them at a time. Maybe it's a little overkill doing too many of them, but like I said. You have to really practice a bit of time to get it smooth, like me too included, but. And you don't have to do the bar, maybe that's a little too much, you can try to do it without too as well. Practice it both ways. And really do it a bunch of times and do it slow so you can really get the motion. You can really do the turnaround at the right tempo, the right same cadence or tempo. Not that I'm doing great here, I'm just giving you a sample. Do it with the fourth finger. Right? Maybe try a stretch. Might be a little bit tough with that pinky or so forth, but you know, do what you can at first, like you're trying to build up some finger strength in areas you didn't think you had before. Right? Especially beginner, intermediate, but maybe like you've been a guitarist and you haven't tried some of these, you know, a few little variations. So those are a couple right there. Another thing I like to do is, like I said, that 3 sets of 4 frets up to the 12th fret. I'll like play like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move up to the next set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go backwards down the strings. This is going to take probably a little bit of practice because you're going to be moving up to another position, trying to play it at the same cadence. So if you do it slow at first, it's probably not going to be bad at all necessarily, but trying to get it to speed up and get accurate, you know, like I said, so you're doing like, instead of doing up and down the fretboard like this, you're kind of doing it side to side, right? So laterally or whatever. And maybe I want to just do every set of 4 to down each string, like. Then go back up maybe. So that's, you know, going through all the whole pattern. You're going to notice improvement, and you're going to notice an improvement in going up and down the whole fret, you know, the different strings, the thickness of the different strings. You're going to, you know, get used to each one doing that, right? So that's, like I said, you know, do variations of that too, like go down to the next string on the next set of 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4 on this E string, and then the next one go to the A string, and then the next one the D string until you're to the 12th fret. You know, then you can practice going back down or back up. When you're coming back up here, you can go either to the next string this way, or this string up here. So you go, or you know, try doing it both ways. Right? You just do what you can with that, right? Also, practicing some of these exercises backwards, like here, when you're doing this 1, 3, 2, 4, do 1, 3, 4, 2, right? 1, 3. Right? Wait. That one's a little tricky. Right? And then you could do repeat. Right? So 3, 4, 2, 1. So they're kind of different variations you could do there. Maybe going from 2, 1, 3, 3, 4. And then coming back into that 3, and then going to the 1 and to the 2. Kind of like you're stitching them together, right? And then going to roll back down and then back up smoothly. So it's going. Right? And then really going back up and then down is you know. To perfect it, but then you can speed up, right? Once you perfect it, go in slow. So that's a couple of few exercises right there. So like practicing other things like trills and slides goes a long way to practice doing slides to certain frets, in my opinion. So like if you want to go from this 3rd to this 7th fret or to this 9th, try doing it in every. Try to get to where you can stop right on the fret you want easily. You're used to that, whatever length you're trying to go. I'm trying to get to the 12th fret in this case. Maybe I'm just trying to get to the 9th fret or the 10th. So those are a few exercises there, and they're just to help give you some ideas to maybe run off of. You might think of plenty of other variations or ideas to try, right? So like I said, I just did a few variations of largely the 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns, and we did these 1, 2 patterns. You can also do these with the other fingers. So these 2 fingers. Do them slow at first, very slow. Even if you're already playing for a while, do them slow. You're going to get the timing better. And more clarity on your notes. And then you can do those turnarounds better, get them smooth, perfect them. Try it with each finger. So, and then do them backwards. That might be a little tough with the pinky, for example, but you get the idea. That takes a little practice doing those backwards, actually. So don't be afraid to, mess up a ton while you're starting out, right? So main thing is the repetition. You're going to notice at least some improvement, each time. So when you do this for 3 days, you're going to notice, I guarantee you're going to notice a significant difference by that 4th, 5th day. If you do it like for at least 20 to 40 minutes a day, maybe just sit down for a few minutes and play some of these exercises right here and try to think of some other variations and perfect each one, right? It's critical. Maybe try going up here, like start going up first, like really go slow at first. Might feel a little awkward, right? And go down to the next fret. You're at and what you're going to. first so you can make that change from this string down to this string quickly, smoothly. Try variations of it. Go down. That's pretty basic right there, just going to the next one and going down. Maybe try it going backwards, going down. But going up to the top at first. Right? Or actually, yeah, so. Alright, I have a bird, but anyway, like I said, going back, going down. One fret up, right, each time. Get to where you can do that. It's gonna feel a little awkward at first. Gotta do it slow. Super slow at first. So anyway, that's an idea. Like I said, you might go both ways, do it backwards and forward. And like I said, the hardest ones, maybe try to really practice them the most. Probably give you the most room for an improvement. And like, because a lot of times we end up in the same patterns, playing the same things, because that's all we play well. We didn't really perfect the retro version, the backwards version of it, or a different positioning, stuff like that, or different strings. So that's the reason why you want to try these exercises all over the place. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of stuff where you're changing from one part of the neck to another part of the neck to really get to the point where you know where to put you're going to be able to land your finger right where you want to put it, right, or whatever it is. Like this is the third, maybe you want to go to the 3rd fret to the 10th fret, right? That takes a little practice, just getting that smooth every time, or even to the next string. Alright, so we're not even doing it right. You get the idea. So maybe take any position and just really practice it over and over. And I need to practice that, obviously. So. Right, but if I do that a bunch of times, I guarantee I'll be a little smoother at it. So, like I said, these are just a few sample exercises. Maybe you come up with some other ones too, and encourage you to share them with people. And check out some other finger exercise videos. I'm sure there's plenty of other great ones that will give you all kinds of various things to try. So don't be afraid to keep your mind open and try a little bit of everything. But until then, I want to say thanks so much for listening in, and certainly encourage you to check out my other videos for some other finger exercises. There's some scales and modes. And just to give you a quick rundown and understanding really basically how to find all the notes on the fretboard, and even how to find other keys and learn songs by ear, right? So thanks for listening in for the moment. Let me know how you found these exercises to be helpful, any of them new or you tried that were, you haven't tried before, and maybe you found them to be challenging. What level of challenge did you find with some of these finger exercises? So thanks for listening in, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos for more content. Till next time, bye-bye.